Hey, imagine that a friend of yours, probably a guy, has not had that much luck in human relationships, whether that be romantic relationships or workplace relationships. He asks you for advice. You could be a man or a woman, but you give him this advice. It comes from a place of love. You tell him to be yourself. If you were a man, the same thing gave you a lot of success. And if you were a woman, the guys who are being themselves, you are attracted to them. But for some reason, he takes something the wrong way, whether he cannot understand this advice or whether he had bad experience in the past with this advice. He does not take this kindly, gets mad and angry, and you wonder what's going on. What could be happening in his mind? Why does this phrase, just be yourself, pose such an extreme reaction from your friend? I think it has a lot to do with people's ideologies. If you guys don't know what blue pill, red pill and black pill is, there are basically manosphere ideologies where the blue pill tends towards a more naive side of things, the red pill are the rationalists, and the black pills are the ones who take the effects of evolutionary biology in regards to the process of mating and romantic relationships above all. This is a really generalized oversimplification, but it stands its purpose for this video. In my opinion, I would say that the main audience for the red pill and black pill societies get really offended when they hear the advice, just be yourself. Either one, because it really has never worked for them, or two, they just don't know what it means. So what does it mean, just be yourself? For this, let's set a premise. The world depends on which lens you use to see it. Take a person who criticizes others all day. Do you think he is happy? No. Even if he sees a little girl chasing after a butterfly, he will frown with grumpiness. On the other hand, a man who is happy and content with his tribe, who sees the world from a good lens, may even try to see the good of someone when confronted with certain malicious evil. And this taken to an extreme is also not good, because people have to be self-protective. So this brings us back to the question. What does it mean when someone tells you, just be yourself? What would an optimistic man like the me of right now hear when I hear this phrase, just be yourself, in contrast to the me of 2 years ago, who was nihilistic and self-loathing? Let's try to analyze what the people in the red or black pill societies think. They think that this advice means just be yourself. Just continue being weak. Don't go to the gym. Don't try to better yourself. Don't meditate. Be the you who are right now weak, a couch potato, mentally depressed, ill, not improving their hygiene, not trying to earn money, and not actively trying to pursue a good, honest romantic relationship. Be a loser. That's what I think the main audience and some of the proponents of the black and red pill societies think. My problem with this interpretation is that they take things too literally. You see, according to science, you 10 years or 7 years in the future will not be the same person you are right now, because biologically all your cells would have been replaced. So for a lot of the red and black pill guys who take this thing, that the unchanging notion of just being oneself too literally, I feel they take the whole premise wrong. They come to a conclusion according to this wrong premise. Then they define this process of going from the premise to this conclusion based upon pre-established errors. You, me, us. We are all a community of people. Do you think that the you of right now are the same as when you were 5 years ago? Do you think you will be the same when you are 60 years old? No. Biologically, that's impossible, yes. Even psychologically, you have been through so many good and bad experiences, and you will be through them, that your brain, due to neuroplasticity, will change in certain ways that your whole personality, characteristics will be completely different. You might as well have been 3 different persons, but you are still you in different points of your whole lifespan. You are still you, uniquely human with uniquely human quirks and qualities, but the you of right now and the you of 60 are not the same. Thus we come to a conclusion. Being myself means not hiding those uniquely human quirks and uniquely human qualities. Because even to me, if I'm ashamed of them, it may be attractive to someone else. So yes, let's answer the question. What does it mean to just be yourself? It means to be genuine, to be honest. It means not to put up a facade, not to try to be someone else. Because if you don't be yourself and you try to be someone else, what would you have to do to actualize that? You have to brag, you have to exaggerate, you have to lie. You try this to impress perhaps your romantic interest, perhaps your work colleagues. And what would you do when someone asks you, can you do this and that? Have you read this and that books? Do you earn this and that amount of money? You lie because you think it will impress them, because you think admitting to your weaknesses might take away their attractiveness towards you. We all think that. I've thought that myself too in the past. The current society makes us think that any weakness is bad. And whether it's society or whether it's our own insecurities, what does it mean when we not try to be ourselves? It means we are not being genuine and honest. It means that we do not do what we promise to do. We come up with excuses when our big mouths get us into trouble and we cannot keep to our words. We cannot do what we claim to do. And how long do you think that we can keep up that facade? Is it even necessary in the first place? Listen guys, let me be honest with you. I feel that you love someone, you respect someone, not despite their weaknesses, but because of their weaknesses, their limitations. Whether it's a friend, family, or a lover, I like someone not because they're omnipotent, not because they suffer from Deus ex machina, but because they are human like me. Because I can complement their weaknesses and their strengths in my own unique way, and they can return the favor vice versa. When I am being myself, it is a uniquely, truly vulnerable moment. I am letting someone reach deep inside parts of me that I have never let before. And it can be painful. You can be nervous and fearful. And through this process, you give others a chance to know the real you. Because the precursor to true intimacy is to be yourself. If you fake it, if you do not be yourself, how long can you keep that up? 1 date? 3 dates? A few months? Maybe you get lucky and you keep it up for a few years. Then what happens? Do you think your chosen partner is really that dumb? And even if he or she is, then maybe you have some other problems to think about. If she is not, this whole process of not being yourself is not sustainable. They will know. Then your worst fears would have come true. They will know how insecure I really am, and all that boasting that made them admire me in the first place will multiply 100-fold and turn into contempt, disgust, and disappointment. So yes, my advice to you, be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Go to the gym, meditate, read some books, socialize with your tribe, find love, travel the world, open your mind, strengthen your body. Be yourself, because no one other than you can truly be the person that you are. All this that I'm saying, of course, depends on context. If someone asks, I'm answering to them, yes, it's okay to be self-protective in the cutthroat world of business. You have to keep your own interests above all. Even if you're in a love life, you have to be self-protective. You cannot be naive. Extreme circumstances and specific conditions will dictate how much of yourself we can show to other people. Use your common sense. Do not bear yourself open to someone who has not earned your trust yet. And it can be difficult to judge, but how else are we supposed to navigate through this harsh society? Keep your eyes open, listen carefully, judge carefully. Do not trust everyone, even if you are so saintly that you love all of humanity itself, because there are truly malicious and vicious people out there who will grab you by your weaknesses the moment you show them and then butcher you like livestock. So to answer the question on the thumbnail, was Hamza wrong? I don't think so, because in his videos he looks like a genuinely nice guy who is doing something good for his tribe, and he has a healthy sense of self-esteem. I don't think a person like that will undervalue what you can get by genuine honesty. What he does for our self-improvement community and for me is phenomenal, and I don't want to discredit him in any way. But a lot of his audience and a lot of people who were in the rut that I was 2 years ago seem to take this whole Jeffrey meme that he does. Oh, Jeffrey tells you to just be yourself, to not go to the gym, don't take others' advice seriously, and things like that. I don't think he really means it literally. It's just a hook like my own thumbnail to get people's attention. The guy is a YouTuber, he has to earn money. But his contents, if you get past that meme and watch the rest of his video, he actually explains things really clearly. And maybe, yes, maybe he has made a video addressing this same topic. I haven't watched it, but I don't really think he is an ideologue who thinks that genuine honesty is bad. I think being yourself, just be yourself. People who use that as an advice, most of the people use it as a placeholder that they've done their job, don't bother them. That's what it means by when some disinterested people who are not interested in your problems give you that advice. How good or evil the world is depends on which lenses you are using to see. So maybe yes, maybe someone gave you that advice with less than genuine motivations. But take it as genuine. Take it to mean that you have some qualities that no other person has, and don't hide them. Complement those qualities while not hiding, but maybe confronting or working through your weaknesses. Don't be an ideologue. Open your mind and listen to what everyone has to say. God forbid, even blue pillars. Not that I'm claiming to be one. I would rather be a centrist in everything, because my life motto is balance is everything. Red pill, black pill, blue pill, everything has something of value to teach us. Don't ignore them.